Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another TBR video. So we're gonna let this number generator pick out my August TBR. So I've got 29 books here and I'm gonna do what I did last month. I'm gonna pick out 10 books. Normally I read about 8 books a month, but it was really nice picking out 10 books because then it gave me more options to choose from my TBR. Do you know what I mean? So I don't have to read all the 10 books, but it just means that I've got that extra sort of wiggle room where if I don't feel like reading that book, I don't have to because I've got other options. Without further ado, let's pick out my August TBR. 28. That's a very small one. I know what this book is. Just by how tiny it is, I bet you it is the 40 Rules of Love. This is the 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. This is meant to be like a really phenomenal story. So it's about this girl called Ella, well, more so a woman. She has a husband, 3 teenage children, and a beautiful home. Everything in her life should make her feel confident and fulfilled, but there is an emptiness at the heart of her life, an emptiness once filled by love. Ella ends up reading a manuscript about the 13th century Sufi poet Rumi and the unconventional Shams of Tabriz and his 40 rules of life and love. This book seems to really touch on topics like faith and love and religion and truth and language. I said it in a previous video, but I love reading fiction books that touch on topics like this. I think every human is interested in these topics, but if you gave me a book with these sort of subjects in a non-fiction format, I would not be interested. But if you wrap it up to me in a fictional story, I'm so much more inclined to pick it up and read about it. I'm really happy this book got chosen. Right, on to the next book. Number 11. It feels a bit chunky. Okay, we got The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I got this book from Second Chapter Crate. Second Chapter Crate is like a secondhand book subscription service. How their subscription works is you let them know your favorite genres and they will send you either 7 or 10 or 18 books depending on which subscription box you get. This is one of the books that I got and I had a lot of people comment saying that this book was amazing. It's a part of like this incredible series. It's set in this town where everyone can hear everyone's thoughts in this very sort of overwhelming, never-ending stream of noise. In a town where privacy is impossible, there is a secret so awful that Todd, still a month shy of being a man, must run for his life. But how do you escape your pursuer when they can hear your every thought? It has phenomenal praise. Everyone seeming to say that it's just one of those books that you cannot put down. I think this is sci-fi. People saying it's unforgettable, remarkable, super unique. I'm actually so excited to pick up this book. Third book. Number 16. Also feeling quite chunky. I'm very happy with this. So this is Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Last Hour series. I finished Chain of Gold, which is the first book in this series, in July. It was actually selected for me when I was doing this sort of challenge last month. And I loved that book. Gave it a 5-star. It's a spin-off from The Infernal Devices. You guys are sick of me saying this by now, but I love The Infernal Devices and this is a spin-off from it, so you get little glimpses into the characters from The Infernal Devices. I'm so excited to read the second book. I love this world, love these characters, love Cassandra Clare's writing. Love it so much. Like, she gets me. She just gets me. I love her book, so I'm so happy. Okay, fourth book. Let's spin. Okay, good selection. We've got One for My Enemy by Oliver Blake. First of all, can we just appreciate this beautiful cover? It's also raised, which you obviously can't see, but I can feel it, and it's just stunning. However, Let's not do this. I hate the stickers that are just like a part of the book cover, like you can't remove them. Why would they do this to me? From what I know, this is a Romeo and Juliet sort of reimagination, but it is set in a fantasy world with witches. So it's like these two rival witch families in New York City. I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and I really enjoy Olivia Blake's writing. I know some people find her writing to be like a little bit pretentious, and sometimes I do actually agree with that. Like when I'm reading it, it is a little bit pretentious, but also at the same time, I do really enjoy it. I think she is a fantastic writer, and I feel like I learn a lot of words when I read her books. I'm not even kidding. When I'm reading her books, I'm like always Googling. I'm like, what does this word mean? And you know, it's nice to learn. So thank you, Olivia Blake, for teaching me new words. I just think she writes beautifully, and I've seen so many of my favorite booktubers really love this book, so I'm very excited to try it out myself. Book 5. It feels kind of thin. What is it? My God, I just wrapped this up so tight. It was really hard to open. Right. Oh, I know what it is. So this is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. I have been wanting to read this book for quite a long time. It's a very popular book, kind of like an OG booktube, book talk sort of book. And first of all, can we just talk about how cute and cozy this book cover is? Like the little coffee, the books, the candles, this little cottage. Spectacular book cover. On the back it says, this is a dynamic love story and will restore anyone's faith in love. I already have a lot of faith in love, but it's never bad to have more faith, so that's not a problem for me. This is one of Sarah Carolly's favorite books, and she's like one of my favorite booktubers, so I'm very excited to give it a go. This is also a book that I got in second chapter crates. I'm gonna link their website below. They haven't yet launched, but they're currently taking sort of like reservations to secure your spot. I think just because they've got like a limited amount of boxes they will send out when they first launch. I will link their website below if you want to secure your spot. It's so affordable, and you just get amazing secondhand books that are in fantastic condition, might I add. And it's also just really fun not knowing what you're gonna get. You just give them your favorite genres and they will send you a box with either 7 books, 10 books, or 18 books, and you can choose how many you want. Let's spin. Number 8. Ooh, this is very thin. Oh, I know what this is. I know. This is gonna be Tuesdays with Maury. So this is Tuesdays with Maury. It says an old man, a young man, and life's greatest lesson. From what I know, this young guy, he was the student of the older guy. So the older man was his professor for many, many years, and somehow they sort of rekindle their kind of relationship when the older man is much older, and he sort of just gives him all of his life lessons just before he is about to pass away. That's what I think is the premise. I could be completely wrong. Honestly, I could be completely wrong. Oh, okay, cool. Here we go. So it's, you know what? I could just read the back of it. I could just read the back of the book instead of making it up. Mitch, the younger guy, rediscovers Maury in the last months of the older man's life. Okay, so I was right. He was just about to pass away. And they rekindle their relationship, and it turns into sort of one final class lesson in how to live. Oh, I just know this is gonna touch my heart. I think we have a lot that we can learn from older people, so much wisdom, so much we don't yet know, and I just think that it's so beautiful that they met up every single Tuesday in the sort of last few months of the older man's life, and he just kind of gave him all his advice and lessons on life, love, etc. I do feel like these two books are quite similar, so I don't know if I'm gonna read both of these books because I think they're both gonna have lots of lessons on life and love and stuff like that, and I don't wanna overdo it. So I think I'll only end up reading one of these books this month, and that will just depend on my mood. Spin. Number 6. Oh, we're okay. Ooh, it feels nice. It feels like a very glossy book cover. I have been looking forward to reading this book for so long. I've been so close to picking it up recently, but I was like, oh, it's not in my TBR. Like, I don't want to sway too far from my TBR. I'm so happy. We got Artlist by Marissa Meyer. I feel like I've spoken about this book a lot on my channel, and I don't want you guys to get sick of me, but I'm going to talk about it again. This book is the villain origin story of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. This is her story from when she was just a girl, you know, just a normal girl who wanted to fall in love, and then obviously something happens that turns her into the villain that she is. I don't know why I really love villain origin stories, because no one is born a villain. At least, I don't think so. So many things will happen over the course of their lives, and it will just build and build and build until, you know, they finally become the villain that they are. And I don't know why, I find it very fascinating to know what happened. It says, long before she was the terror of Wonderland, the infamous Queen of Hearts was just a girl who wanted to fall in love. I bought the same book for my sister, and I'm gonna see if she wants to buddy read it with me, because I feel like that'll be quite fun to have someone to talk about the book with. Although buddy reading is actually very difficult, because sometimes you can like spoil each other, so sometimes it's tough, but it is really fun. I'm so happy about this book. Oh my god, I am loving my August TBR so far. It's looking very good, and like lots of fun, different genres, different stories, just to kind of keep things exciting. Let's spin. It's quite a small book. We have A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. This is a book that I recently picked up. I saw Rachel Catherine read it in one of her reading vlogs, and I really liked her reactions to it, and I trust her with book recommendations. I love Rachel Catherine. So she inspired me to pick this up. I really don't know much about it. All I know is that there is a tea room somewhere, a prestigious tea room that transforms into an illegal bloodhouse by night. Dark, action-packed, and swoon-worthy. A Tempest of Tea is teeming with romance and revenge, led by an orphan girl willing to do whatever it takes to save her self-made kingdom. Exciting! So we've got 8 books so far. We need to do 2 more. I feel like it just went from 8 to 7 to 6 to 5. Like, all these books are gone. That's random. Number 5. I don't know. I really don't know. We got Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I am yet to read an Abby Jimenez book, and I really wanted to read Just for the Summer when it first came out because everyone was raving about it. But I do know that it's part of like an interconnected standalone series, and even though you don't technically have to read this one first, apparently it just makes the reading experience so much better if you do. One of my very kind subscribers, Cass, actually sent me this book, so shout out to her. Thank you so much, Cass. So excited. I really hope I love her books, because I really do enjoy romance now, but I think I've just learned that I don't really like Emily Henry. So I'm hoping that I like Abby's writing, and I hope it's not like Emily Henry. So sorry if you love Emily Henry's writing. Just for me, it's not really my favorite. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this book. Okay guys, last book. God, that whole top row just went like that. It feels nice, like a smooth... Okay, it's officially time. But you know what? It is the perfect sort of gloomy weather for me to finally read Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. It is winter for me over here in New Zealand, and I just feel like this is a very wintry book. This is a dark academia book. I really enjoy the dark academia aesthetic, like the candles and the sort of like secret societies, like the very beautiful, prestigious college that they attend. Like, I don't know, something about that vibe is very appealing to me. So I am looking forward to reading this book. The main character in this book, she is attending Yale University, and she has been tasked with monitoring Yale's secret societies, notorious haunts of the rich and powerful. And now there is a dead girl on the campus, and Alex is the only person willing to look deeper because the societies are far more sinister and extraordinary than anyone ever imagined. I love reading about secret societies. I love stuff like this. I find it very, very fascinating. And Leigh Bardugo, the author, she actually attended Yale University. I have heard that within that university and a lot of the sort of more like prestigious, like Ivy League sort of colleges, that there are some interesting things that go on. So I do definitely think she was inspired by potentially what she's seen, what she was kind of privy to. I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to reading this book. There we have it, guys. This is my stack for July. Like I said, I'll probably only read 8 out of the 10 books. I'm very happy with the selection. I think there's something in here for like any kind of reading mood that I'm in, so I'm very excited. Okay, besties, I am gonna go and unwrap all these books now. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!